Hello everyone. This is Renault, and today I'm going to do a deck building session for Legend of the Five Rings CCG involving the deck building of a Celestial Edition Phoenix Clan deck. Now, Celestial Edition and Emperor Edition were two sets that I am a lot more familiar with than Samurai, and so I will be. So there is some familiarity here with the card set, a lot more than when I was with the did deck building for Samurai. So as you can see by the title, this is going to be Phoenix Clan Cavalry. Drowning Sorrows is emphasis that a lot of the cavalry are water Shugenja. And so as you can see, this is my blank template on the left and the Oracle of the Void on the right, where I'll be searching for cards. Let's just go ahead and get started, shall we? First thing we want to do is go to Advanced and just enter some keywords here. So Water, Clan, Phoenix, Legality, Celestial. Water, actually, you know what? Cavalry, Phoenix Clan, Celestial. And we don't necessarily have to do type here, but we'll just do it for simplicity's sake. Let's go ahead. And bingo, here's our water Shugenja. So again, the card pool is pretty easy when it comes to boxables. You always want to have at least 6. That helps the deck flow better. Quantity, we want 3. Their gold cost is 5. Now, there's 2 different... Hey, wait a minute. Yeah, okay, just making sure. Weta is 2 force, 2 chi, 2 personal honor. So we'll just keep on going and finding boxables. Now, for those who are unfamiliar, boxable means that it's your stronghold's gold cost minus 2. The Phoenix Clan stronghold's gold cost, or gold production minus 2. I cannot type. Yutako, 3 of her. So the gold production is 4. I cannot speak. So it's gold production plus 2. Gold production plus 2. So that means anyone who's 6 or less. So we've got our people who are 6 or less and cavalry. Now we want to start rounding it out with some other abilities. In Celestial, Agasha, Kamaru, want 3 of him, gold cost of 7, 3 force, 3 chi, 2 personal honor. And it might seem like I'm just wantonly and blankly putting them in, but that's not quite the case. Like this guy, 5 force, 5 chi, 10 gold cost, all he does is have naval. It's not quite good enough. You really got to step up your game. Isawa Shioki, 3 of her. 7 gold costs, 2 force, 3 chi, 2 personal honor. About Shioki or one of her spells, range for attack, and there will be spells in this deck. She's an alchemist, fire elemental, and water elemental. That's what matters, that water element, so she's going to be in. Isawa Tanaka, 7 gold cost again, 3 force, 3 chi, 3 personal honor. And again, he allows them to move to where they would be opposed. And let's see. So I'm going to go ahead and put these 2 guys in. But I do like to separate my uniques from my non-uniques. Asa EXP 4. Asako Baere. He's unique. He costs 9. He only has 3 force and but 5 chi. And 3 personal honor. But what he is he's going to show the top card of my Fate deck. If it's a spell or Kyo, I can just go ahead and draw it. And again, there's going to be quite a few spells in this deck, so that's good. Also, Asako Chukage. He's unique 10. So after Tsukage enters play, search your discard pile, then hand, then deck for a ring of water. Put it into play or in your hand. If this puts it into play, while it remains in play, it does not count towards an enlightenment victory. So that's great to just grab your ring and put it into play. Since it's not an enlightenment deck, there's no reason to just not go ahead and put it into play as opposed to doing anything else. This guy's way too expensive. And this person might go into the deck, not fire. In fact, does not have any elemental keyword, but it's just give a personality +2 force. He does not have to be at the battlefield to give the +2 force, so if for whatever reason I need to take 2 provinces, I can go ahead and do it. But I'm going to hold off on that. I might put this in the deck, though. And this makes a pretty good switch, because he just keeps coming back and coming back and coming back and coming back. And that's something I can really get behind. So I'm only at 17 personalities. And I don't feel a need to put any more in for now. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and open up a new tab, go to Advanced, Legality. I'm going to go ahead and grab the Stronghold now. Because I have an idea of what I want to do, and I've got a decent personality base. I want to see which Stronghold is going to take it to the next level. Stronghold. And for Phoenix. Now the thing about what I want to do is that all of these strongholds look kind of interchangeable, except for this Twin Soul Phoenix, because it relies off Samurai. Now, don't underestimate how good this is. This is actually pretty good, because you can surprise people with battle actions. And it means that when you attach a spell, it doesn't get automatically destroyed. You can just get to use your spell right away. I mean, I might consider putting this in, though, because I can do this without presence. That's what the absent means. Absent means I don't need presence to do this. I can bow one of my temples to defend someone. As everybody who's watched my decks before, I'm a huge fan of presenceless defense. Temple of Purity. Even this card is bowed, yada yada, give a -4 force. And then you can do some other stuff, manipulating their honor. I don't care too much about that. So, when I was playing this deck in this type of deck in tournaments, I actually ran it out of City of Tears. In retrospect, with more experience and knowledge, since these people are cavalry, I don't necessarily need to worry about people blocking me or defending me, because I'm going to be going around them with my cavalry, unless my opponent is Unicorn running a cavalry deck. So I'm actually going to go with Shrine of Champions. Champions. Let's go ahead and get some formatting done here. Font. I don't really change the font, but I do change the font color to something more phoenixy, which is orange, reds, and yellows. What's a good background for Phoenix? Blue, red and blue, light blue. Yeah, it's not really a Phoenix color. Red and yellow. I don't know how good that's gonna look. Nah, it looks okay. It looks okay. Phoenix Cavalry Water. Quick keywords here. Cavalry. Ninja. Now I'll just leave it at that for now. So my personalities are generally set. My holdings. Let's see what some good holdings are. Holdings. So first is cavalry. What cavalry holdings are we going to get? Plan is state 3-2. Is this a joke? produces 6, but it costs 7. Ain't nobody got time for that. Like, to bow the 7 gold cost holding, to give all of your followers, maybe it's a Unicorn Clan card, but it's certainly not a Phoenix Clan card. Speaking of Phoenix, look at mine. 3-2. Shugen. Aha. Now again, you might say he just goes in blankly without even putting too much thought into it. That's not necessarily the case. Because this is a temple, I do need to squeeze in some temples here. It only costs 2 gold. See, I put Temple of Hotai ahead of Temple to Shinsi. Temple to Hotai costs 1 less, and that 1 can mean a big difference when you're running tight on gold. But more importantly, I don't have to bow the Temple to Hotai for my Shugenja to gain this honor. That means that once my Shugenja does their thing to bow to gain the honor, I can still use the holding to produce gold. Whereas with this, I have to bow. Look carefully. This means I have to bow the holding and the Shugenja to gain 2 honor. That's quite terrible. Well, it's not terrible, but I mean, it puts Temple of Hotai way ahead of Temple of Shinsei. Spell. Toturi's Grave. Show the top card of your fate deck. If it's a spell, you may discard it about Warring Candidate. Encampment. 3-2. There. So that's 29 cards. Is this when Celestials came out? I think it is. Yeah, this is when Celestials came about. So Celestials were very similar to events. And I would argue that Celestials greatly reduced the efficacy of events, or effectiveness of events. Because what happens is Celestial comes into play right away. And it comes into play, and then you can discard it for an effect, and then maybe and it also has a trait. The thing is, this distinguishes them from events because if a Celestial is revealed, like during the Dynasty phase or a battle, they still go into effect. Whereas if an event, if it gets revealed, it doesn't actually take effect until the event's phase. So Celestials and events kind of stepped on each other's toes, so to speak. But one of the automatics that always went into a deck, at least for me, trying to Daikoku's Guidance. And that's because as soon as it comes into play, you can just discard it right away and get that holding. But there's also a bunch of these dedicated to the fortunes. And then there's each one dedicated to a clan. There it is. The Phoenix Clan one is really good. Any Shugenja. Now what matters about this is actually really good because I don't have to be opposed to get this force bonus. This is an unopposed force bonus. But the difference between Celestials and events is that you can only have 1 Celestial in play. So you've got to use them quick if you ever have more than 1. 31, so I've got 9 cards to go. There's 1 more that you can just use right away. So this is actually really good. The thing is, it gets a strategy. And not just any card in your discard. Hold on, let me just make sure, because there's another one that's very similar. Pile. So I'm... If... Pile... Here's discard piles. Okay, I might be thinking of a different Celestial, or maybe one that came into effect during Emperor Edition. But there's one that just gets you any card out of your discard pile, and it's really good. How many holdings? I need at least 3 more holdings. Okay, so... Event... and... regions. So just want to keyword search here. Shugenja. Nope. You know the cost of bounty. Perform. Sure, why not? Celestial alignment. Phoenix spell. Cost of the soul. Yeah. Look at the top 5 cards of your Fate deck. You may show one of them that is a spell, then put it in your hand, put the remaining on the bottom of your deck in any order. So this is kind of like, look at the top 5 cards. There's a very good chance that in the top 5 cards, I'm going to have a spell. 33. Cavalry. Oh. Do I want Yutako Meadows in? Maybe. This is the Yutako Meadows is a maybe. So I only have 17 personalities. That means I'm going to have to come back to my personalities that I'm searching through. And I still need to put some more holdings in here. But right now I'm going to just move on to the Fate. Just because I want to make sure that I get a decent suite of Fate cards. Items. And spells. Now, the reason why I'm not choosing followers for this is because, you know, followers, I can do that independently. Let's see. Oh! All within the world. Yeah, Dance of the Kami. Heck yeah. So already we've gotten some spells. Dance of the Kami. Name an element keyword. Straighten all cards in this army with that elemental keyword. You have all personalities in this army with that keyword +1 force. Now you might notice all these Shugenja are going to be water, with a rare exception. So this can get very good very quickly. 3, 2, 3. Different element cards you control, and +1 if he is void. War is destroyed, gain 3 honor. And this is a maybe. Put a ring into play from your hand. Touch of Flames. Now the Shugenja target a unit with fewer cards in it. Then a number of different elemental keywords on all your Shugenja in this army. Destroy it. It's 0 gold cost, so I'll go ahead and slot it in for now. Touch of Flames. Again, what's putting this ahead of that one ahead of the curve is the 0 gold cost. Hold on, I think I'm going to need more space for these spells. Shift cells down. I'm not going to have this many spells, but it just makes sure I have space. Okay. You know what? I'll go ahead and slot in all within the world, too. Again, 0 gold cost. I really like that. It's unique, so I can only have one. Element. Lower chi. Lower chi. Looking at my chi of my guys, 5, 5, and then a bunch of 3s. This is not very good. Attach a spell from your hand. Bow this card to straighten him. Give him +2 force. That's really good. Yari of the Phoenix. 4, 4, 1. 3 force, 1 chi, 4 gold cost. That's not bad. Talisman of Yomi. Attached to a Phoenix clan, paying 1 less gold, so it's 4. Oh wow, it just sends him home. No conditions. No, for a talisman. Oh, the talisman is a weapon. I was just about to say. No, for a talisman, this looks a lot like a weapon, and it is a weapon. Of Yomi. 3, 5, 1. Now, the reason why it costs 1 less gold for Phoenix, and I am playing a Phoenix clan, but I still put the gold cost as 5 because there might be cards that I find out later that will key off gold cost, and so you want to make sure you have an accurate gold cost in the design phase. Ginja. So I'm going to eliminate the spell limiter just because every spell keys off Shugenja, and I don't want to get every spell in Celestial Edition. Oh. Spell. Oh. Okay. Well, never mind then. Spell. Alright, flow of water. Well, this should get just water. He has cavalry and naval, but I already have cavalry, so if I put this in, it'll just be for the naval. And I'm not going to run an item or a spell just to get naval. It's just not worth it. Not interested. It's 0 gold cost, but it's... So if somebody tries to move into the battle, this prevents it from happening. Air or water and target your samurai. There's not going to be any samurai in this deck. This personality has cavalry. All of my people already have cavalry. Target your personality, create a 0 force follower. Then it goes away if they're unicorns, so... I think I did Phoenix already. Water. Without attachments. You just water, give him a 4th point equal to the target's prejudice. This is a maybe. What I really want to focus on is sending people home. Because if somebody still has presence, they can still do things to hurt me. So, and I generally want to get someone out of battle. Although the Bow of Water, even though they do very similar things, Bow of Water gets me 2 attachments because it in and of itself is an attachment, and then it creates another attachment. While the Shugenja is water, he contributes 4 to his army even while bowed. That's incredible. Once per game, create a 2 force, 0 chi, water weapon item with the ability bow this target enemy card without attachments and attach it to one of your personalities. So yeah, Bow of Water is definitely going in. 3, 2, 3. Erosion after flow of elements. Force bonus equal to the number of rings you control and +1. Bow this card controlled by the enemy leader. Move him to the current battlefield. Straighten him. So this is Harpoon, and Harpoon can be very scary because it forces someone into the battle when they're not ready, which is great against either honor and dishonor. And it's also not bad for chipping away at military. If this Shugenja is unbowed, target an enemy personality who must be attacking unless this Shugenja is water. If the Shugenja is water, they can be defending. Yeah, it's 0 gold cost. And almost all of my Shugenja are going to be water. So I can use this to send home a defender. 303. Speed of the epic times. This Shugenja has +6 force, but it's 8 gold cost. Even if this card is bowed, if she uses water, straight him, you may move him. Bow this card, targeting, move him home. If he moves, negate his future move. Ooh. I'm going to slot this in as a maybe. Because it's +6 force for 8 gold cost. And that's huge. Oh, my spells are being totaled. Let's fix the spreadsheet. So K23? Yeah. 16 spells, and I can easily handle a lot more. Oh, this one's broken too. Okay. What is that? 37? Oh, come on. There. So I'm at 18 fate cards so far. Bow a target enemy card without attachments. Again, this is another maybe. I like to put my maybes down here at the bottom. Sweet Tengu's Embrace. Hold on. The Imperial Gift too. Bow the Shugenja or bow this card. Yeah. 3. It has 0 gold cost. That's really important, is the 0 gold cost. Oh yeah, a natural flood quickly goes in. A natural flood. Not only is it 0 gold cost, but it's just amazing. Just a second. There's a spell I'm thinking of, and I'm not sure if it's in this set. Just a second. Nope. Another. No. Not quite finding what I'm looking for. I'm going to try one more thing. Dance. Okay, I guess maybe it's not legal in this set. Lastly, not lastly, but fate cards. Not fate cards, strategy cards. Phoenix. Really? No strategy cards at key off Phoenix. Okay. I think I just messed up my search, so I'm going to just try it again. Sure. Celestial. Phoenix. Okay, so there are cards that key off Phoenix. And I want them to be a strategy card that keys off the word Phoenix. No. Okay. Well, at least I tried. Shugenja. Alright. There will not be any Yojimbos. Bow. Another Harpoon card. But Harpoon can be very dangerous if you Harpoon in the wrong clan. Harpoon can be used for, like I said, honor and dishonor, because you can get them into fights when they're not prepared to fight. Ooh, cards that key off non-human. I do have the opportunity to slot in some non-humans and to get off. Who can key off this? No, let's just go ahead and do that now. Ho ho. So, like I said, he can die and then keep coming back to help protect me against dishonor. And he's also a non-human. So I can slot in some non-humans to key off that other key card that I liked. G3, he's 8 gold cost. And neither one of them are bad cards in their own right. They're just not water. I'm going to have to get rid of some stuff to fit in these non-humans. Because you cannot run a deck off of 13 holdings. But that's something I'll worry about later. What was that card? Pearl and something or another. Actually, you know what? I need some spells. No, let's for one at a time. One at a time. Where was it? What was it? Pearl and Spirits. Spirits. 403. Still looking. Targeting Shugenja with a spell, straightening. It's not bad actually, because almost all my Shugenja in play will have spells, often multiple ones. Use at the current battlefield, choose your performing water Shugenja movement. So this moves a water Shugenja, but it doesn't straighten it. Maybe. I'm getting a lot of maybes. A lot of maybes. How many fate am I looking at here? Well, before I get in too deep about fate, make sure I get some rings in here. Now, the big ones. So, previously in Samurai, it allowed you to discard rings to get a one-time effect. And so that means you can always run Ring of Void, because it'll just help thin your deck. And there's a slight chance that maybe you'll get into play Ring of Air. Those always ones where if you're running a lot of spells and keyhoes. And then Ring of Water for when you're playing with movement and battle actions, which I always do. Let's fix this. no followers yet. The rest of these really do need to be strategies, though. But I don't have any strategies that destroy. So let's fix that, shall we? Magistrate, destroy Ryojimbo, destroy all other terrains. And the reason why you want to run some destroy cards is because sometimes you just want to get rid of somebody who's opposing you. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. You don't want to worry about sending them home just to have them come back and bite you later. You don't want to have to worry about oh yeah, presenceless defense. This is part of the presenceless defense suite. Now you might not think that this is presenceless defense, but what this does is allow you to destroy an attachment, and the -3 gold cost means that sometimes you can destroy attachments for free. But what I'm thinking about is the ever popular outer walls 303 and settling the homeless. Settling homeless 103. Now that's because settling the homeless and refugees, they just allow you to send someone home without presence. Now I can go back to trying to destroy opposing people, because sometimes it's just not enough to send someone home. Okay, force penalty without followers equal to your personal force is now 0. Destroy it. This isn't bad, but my personal honor isn't great. This is very much a battle maidens card, who typically have 4 or 5 personal honor. My personal honor is around 3s and 2s, so it's not so great. Still looking. Like element. No. Shugenja. Trying to just narrow it down because there's a lot of things that destroy. I'm learning. Destroy your performing Yojimbo. Move your performing a potion into home and destroy one of his spells. Draw 2 cards. Huh. Okay. Wait a minute. Where's Ruthless Advance? That was always a good one. There it is. Ruthless Advance. Pay gold equal to a target defending unit's total gold cost -2. Just plain old destroy it. And that's great. That is just fantastic. Okay. So now I've got, only 3 cards floating around. They need to be strategy cards, because I'm pretty heavy on the attachments. I'm running 22 attachments. That's a lot of attachments. Cavalry. Remove cavalry. Choose your performing Belmont. And bow one of your temples. This requires presence. If you have red sons, I don't care about that. Well, this cavalry cards have +1 force, and infantry cards have -1 force. Again, this is a unopposed force bonus. It might not seem like a lot, but it can add up very quickly. I think I might go with this Shiotome. Just a second, my music stopped. There it goes again. I think that's what I'm going to go with. Actually, you know what? Wait a minute. Sometimes unique strategies are amazing. Aha! A game of dice. Yes. A game of dice. Amazing card. Draw 2 additional cards during your end phase. That's incredible. Creating order. That's also incredible. Just straight into units. Target 1 or 2 personalities. Either negate all current and new force bonuses and penalties on them from actions, or straighten their units. Again, just straight into units. That's great. Creating order. Any other amazing unique cards? Straighten your target personality. Facilitate. Attach a unique spell. After engaging, if any enemy units are at the current battlefield, create a full force. Remove them from the game when the battle ends. Oh, incredible resilience. Force 1. Incredible resilience. Resilience. Again, these are some really great unique items or unique cards. Unique samurai. I don't mess around with samurai. Target a silent personality and just flat out destroy him. Permanently increase or decrease one of the provinces by 1. Maybe. I don't know about him. These aren't his personal honor. No. Stronghold a second time this turn. This is too unreliable. This is a versatile card. Loosen it. Yeah, these are some great unique cards. Submit. Sacrifice. 401. Alright. Driving. White. So I'm going over 40 fake cards at this point, which is fine. I'm going to start removing some maybe spells. That's why you have maybe cards, because they're useful and they're interesting and they're nice. But when push comes to shove, you can afford to just get rid of them if necessary. Non-unique holdings. Put the new holding into play. Bow. I've never understood the purpose of this planned adversity. Actually, there's something I want to see. Forgotten Legacy seems to be full of powerful cards. So I want to get a look at that set specifically. I never actually played Forgotten Legacy. Non-human. Or straighten one of his attachments if he's not human. See, this is so good. What is this a non-legal card? Was this banned or something? No, it's just... So it's a forest and a temple. So I am also going over on Dynasty cards, but that's fine. Oh, this awesome guy here, that he's from Forgotten Legacy. Interesting. What? Surely he was errated. Yeah, see, I can see there's a correction here. Banned from constructed Emperor Edition tournaments. Effective September 1st, 2013, but this is Celestial, so who cares? Wow. He would go into any other deck. He would be an auto-include. 4 force, 3 chi, only 7 gold cost. Yeah, he could easily go in almost any other Phoenix Clan deck, but not mine. Yeah, this set is incredible. Just so many great cards. Under your control, paying all costs. But paying for less if the personality is non-human, so yeah. So I'm way over 40 at this point on Fate, and a little over 40 on Dynasty. But that's okay. XP. 441. Wow, I'm only on the Bs. My stronghold is already tireless. I can already use it while bowed. Oh, look at this weapon. Any number of times per turn, give this person a -1 chi. Range to attack out of this card. That's 1 chi. Name card. Duel of Haiku. Have no interest in that. Yeah, these are some really great cards. Fruitless Search. This is a presenceless This is another presenceless defense card that I'm considering putting. To hell with it. Go ahead and put it in. Fruitless Search. The reason why I can do this or consider putting this in is because, if anything else, it's 4 force that I can use on my defense. So it forces my opponent to address it. Yeah, these are some great cards. Yeah. See, I almost want to put in more non-human cards. But instead, what I'm going to do is put in the Pearl of Embers. Because, again, it's straight in tech. 1 focus value, 0 gold cost. 0 gold cost. This is redirect, which there is a way to make use of redirection and all that, but not for me. This set is so good. Oh. And it also gets you a stronghold. That illegal stronghold that you can use. Oh wow, these Naga are pretty good too. Yeah, this is a great set that I never actually got access to. Would this have put my deck over the edge? I don't know. There's also something else I want to consider. Yeah, that's a great set. I don't think I pulled like 3 cards, but the other thing I want to keep in mind is that big attachments became a thing in this set. Yeah. Holy crapola. Holy. Okay. So this I did not expect. I did not expect all these big attachments to be so good. Whoa. It kind of makes the small spells technique that I was using look like crap. But I'm going to stick to my guns and stick with my original idea. The big items strategy, that can be a different deck. That's a different deck. But yeah. Holy smokes, these items are really good too. But that's a different deck. I'll focus on something else. So I need to shrink. So I'm at 47. I need to get rid of 7 cards. That's an easy 3 to get rid of. All water flows. Get rid of all within the world. It was just a niche card. It's not necessary. I think All Water Flows was one of those cards I was also going to consider was in the bubble. All water. Yeah. Wait, with all this straighten tech type, hold on, there is one spell that I always wanted to use but never quite seemed good enough. There it is. I have to get rid of 2 more cards. Two more cards I gotta get rid of. Ultimate Sacrifice, just because I play the card and then I have to discard a card to use it. So it had a 2 card cost. And Pearls in Spirit, I'm thinking about getting rid of you. I'm sorry. Let's just get rid of 1. There. There. Now, back to the Dynasty side. Oh. Getting tough. This is when you start having to make some hard choices, so I apologize. I'm gonna have to go back and forth on some of this stuff. Let's get rid of this because I have straighten tech. And Oh boy. Let's just get rid of all this. That's rough. I really wanted to keep it, but gotta get rid of it. Like I said, this is when you're deck building, these are the hard choices you have to make. So the last thing I want to do is look at some unaligned non-unicorn clan personalities who are cavalry and see if they make the grade. Look at this guy. I've actually, are any of these guys Shugenja? Shugenja down here. Katsu as Shugenja. Jinako is a Shugenja and water. She's harpoon tech, so she can move the enemy in, but I don't know how I feel about moving the enemy in, to be honest. There is something else I want to look into. Consumed by 5 fires. Dish. Breath of the Dragon. Bound, destroy the Shugenja. Nope. Destroy this card, range 4 or range 5. Consumed by 5 fires. So this allows me to shoot someone at home, and that's just incredible too. Yeah, this is really good. Consumption by fire. Sorry, fruitless search, you're gone. Consumption by fire. 2, 2, 3. It's okay to be 2 over, but you don't want to have too many beyond that. Age the Shrine. So I'm going to put back in 2. Kunji. Okay. Okay. All right, so we're going to go ahead and pretty up this spreadsheet. Spells. But yeah, there's definitely a big items deck I want to make, but that's for later. Shift cells up. My deck building is complete. Shift cells up. Oh. Shift cells up. Delete. Shift cells up. So that's why it's important to have some cheap spells. Cheap everything. But it also has to be effective. Prettying up on my spreadsheet. Always make sure you have some boxables. Always make sure you have presenceless defense. And you'll be fine. You'll be fine. I'm doing this the wrong way. Delete shift cells up. All right, after this, I'm going to take a quick break. And because sometimes you just got to take a break, you know? Oops. Sorry about that. Oh, come on. There. There. All right. So I will be back in a little bit. Let me just get my countdown timer. I'll be right back. All right. I am back. Hope everybody enjoyed their quick little break. Let's get rid of that. And it's time for something new. I'm going to move this off to the side. And we're going to this, and we're going to get into the next part where we do the deck building. This is Sun and Moon. It is an online deck building and card playing system for Legend of the Five Rings. So let's just get right to it. Boom. Now the spreadsheet is just off on my other monitor because I want to be able to do this pretty quick. Drowning my sorrows. Shrine of, hold on. Celestial. Boom. Shrine of Champions. Keep. Basic. Now, Border Keep is a game that you always start the game with in Celestial. You get it whether you're the attacker or the defender. And then, so you start the game with it. Bamboo Harvesters only goes into effect if you go second, and it's an additional holding, so that the person who goes first does not have a huge advantage. The player who goes second gets the second holding, and it straightens on your second turn. So that just helps even things out between the person who goes first and the person who goes second. So let's go. Wait. Yutako. Kamaru. Shioki. Tanaka. How. Kunji. Rei. And Chukage. There are 3 of these guys, 3 of this guy, 3 of this guy, 3 of this guy, 3 of this guy, 3 of this girl, 3 of this girl. Really? No, wait, there were 2. There were only 2 Kunjis. Sorry, there was only 2 of her. So then, Clan Estate, Silver Mine, Otai, Encampment, Ageless. 3 of these, and 3 of these, 3 of these, 3 of these, and 3 of these. Koku's Guidance, Shiba's Guidance, and the Boss. Did Barley Farm come back? Yes, it did. So that's going to change things really quick. Is it going to change things? I want to get 3 already I'm changing what I designed on video to... But that's because Barley Farm is always a 3 of. It just is. So now we're going to go to the Fate side. And this should be quick too. Outer walls. Settling. Us. Refuge. They finally got rid of refugees. Advance. A game of dice. Creating. Thriving. All right. Dance of the mommy. Touch of the tough of the touch of flames. Consumed fires. Consumption. By fire. Bow of water. Heavens. Tears. Essence of. I can't spell, y'all. Heavenly Yard. Talisman of Yomi. Black Pearl. Pearl of Amber. Wow, this was really quick. Ring of Gold. Come on. Cooperate with me here. Thank you. Ring of Void. Ring of Air. Ring of Water. Boom. That was so quick. Now this is the last part where we just test it. See how it flows. Drowning my sorrows. So, again, even if this card is bowed, and even if you control no units at the current battlefield, bow one of your temples, move an attacking personality home. So that's my presence-less defense on top of all the other presence-less defense I plan on running. So again, like I said, this starts in play. Everybody gets this, and then if you go second, you get the bamboo harvester. So I'm just adding up my gold here. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 10, 11. That would allow me to get this guy. But that's not enough to take a province. Well, we'll just see how it goes. All right. So that is enough to take a province. So I need 8 gold to buy him at reduced. So that's dynasty phase. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I buy him at reduced. And then, after Chicago enters play, search your discard pile, then hand, then deck for a Ring of Water. Put it into play or your hand. So I'm going to do that now. Ring, where are you? Ring of Water. So now I have a Ring of Water in play. I have 3 gold. I'm going to buy Agasha Ueda at reduced. His gold cost is 5. At reduced, his gold cost is 3. Produce 2 gold or 3 gold if you're a Phoenix Clan player. So I buy him at reduced. I'm going to get rid of these 2. And, there you go. So I have to attach this before the battle starts. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Essence of Gakido. Right here on this guy. So, oh wait. Let's go back. I cannot make attachments in the middle of battle. I have to do them before battle. That's one thing I'm very used to for under the with the City of Tears, is being able to attach in the middle of battle. It's kind of hard to remember to attach before battle starts. And then I'm going to pay 3 to attach something called Consumption by Fire. Now I'm hoping I don't have to use this, but if I do, hold on. Sorry about that. The Pearl of Ambers has to go on this guy because this is the guy I want to straighten. Pearl of Ambers is not straighten any personality, it's straighten this personality, the card it's attached to. So I'm going to want this guy to straighten in the middle of battle. So those are my limited actions. Will I be declaring an attack? Yes. And then I assign my attackers. Which battle, whatever. So, as cavalry, I can move around any defenders in theory. So they're unopposed right now. He has 1, 2, 3, 4. And he has 2 more. 5, 6. So I have 4, 5, 6 force. So then I bow this guy. And this guy. Even if this unit is home, bow this Shugenja and any number of your other target Shugenja at any location. Create a number of 2 force, 2 chi spirit personalities at the current battlefield equal to the number of performing Shugenja. After this battle ends, remove these spirits from the game. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and create spirit personality. They have 2 force, 0 personal honor. Any card that is not any trait that is or ability that is not specified is otherwise 0. Personal honor was not mentioned, and therefore it is 0. And then there's 2 chi, and I'm going to create 2 of them. So this is the clone token. But you might be thinking, oh, all of my people are bowed, so I only have 1, 2, 3, 4 force. No, because I bow Pearl of Embers. Excuse me. To straighten this personality. And now I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. His force is on the top left, that 4. So I have 8 force. That's enough to take a province in 99% or 90% of the cases. So I will bow these and they'll go home. All my gold is tapped out. And so I'm just going to let everything sit here for a bit. So that battle resolves. I'm moving on to the dynasty. All my gold's tapped out. I have nothing left to buy. So before I finish going to the turn 4, I have settling the homeless. Now, if my opponent attacks me, even if you control no units at the current battlefield, target a personality without followers, move him home. So if my opponent attacks me, a good 75% of the time I can send them home without having to defend myself. So so in theory, I'm sending someone home and I'm getting to keep all my provinces. So now I'll go to my next turn. And these go away at the end because after the battle ends, remove these spirits from the game. So these spirits that I created earlier are removed from the game. And so I have a renewable 8 force. And I can dance around my opponents. So again, no limited actions this time. I will go ahead and declare an attack, assigning no infantry. I dance around my opponents. And so then I do the exact same thing, except this time I'm not going to bow Ueda. I'm going to let him remain straightened. So I'm just going to create 1 spirit personality with 2 force. With 0 personal honor. And 2 chi. And then I'll bow this to straighten him. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So again, I'll take another province, and now I'm ahead, in theory, 2-0. Remove that from the game after the battle. And so now I can move on to my dynasty phase. Bow this card, produce 2 gold or 3 gold when paying for a non-human. How is non-human. So I'll pay 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And gain the personal honor to the right there with the fan. There's a 3 there, so I'll gain 1, 2, 3 honor. And I'll buy these 2 temples. And now I'm continuing to ramp up my ability to defend myself without presence, because now I have some temples. And also how. And so this is again just to see how the deck flows. It's not bad. Not bad. So we're going to do another test round. We're assuming I go first because I do have 6 starting family honor. That means I'll start before most of my opponents. So go to the events phase. Now, border keep. If it is your first turn, put one or more cards in your provinces at the bottom of your deck, refilling the provinces face up. I'm actually going to do that now. So I'm going to put one or more, 2, 3, at the bottom of my deck, and then I'm going to refill face up. So I'm going to skip my attack phase, go to my dynasty phase, pay 4 to get the Ageless Shrine, and then 2 to get the Silver Mine. And yeah, I'm going to let it stay like this. And then moving on to my dynasty, or my next events phase, the Loss of the Soul. Look at the top 5 cards of your Fate deck. You may show one of them that is a spell, then put it into your hand. Put the remaining cards on the bottom of your deck in any order. So, look at the top 5 cards of your Fate deck. 5. Show any of them that are a spell. Dance of the Kami. So, what I would do is play this. Now, I don't have the ability to put these on the bottom of my deck. So I'm just going to shuffle my deck instead. Which is just as good, because it's all random anyway. So when you play the card, let's say I was against an opponent over here, they would be able to see that this is a spell, and then I would put it in my hand. Nah. Alright. So, I don't like this, however. Once per game, put one or more cards in your provinces at the bottom of your deck, refilling the provinces face up. I'm going to use that second ability right now. It's once per game. So, and the reason why is because I get to target this face down card and also put it on the bottom of my deck. I'm going to put that on the bottom of my deck, put that on the bottom of my deck, and put that on the bottom of my deck. And then reveal it face up. Ooh, I really wanted some holdings. But can't always get what you want. So, what I'm going to do... Four, 5. I'm going to skip my attack phase. Then go here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. To bring that in. And then... Actually, you know what? These are one of... Since this is a casual game, I get to have takebacks, but normally there's no takebacks. You get what you get, and you take what you get. So I'm going to pay 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 to bring him in at full. 1, 2, 3. And then I'm going to play 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to get Agasha Kamaru at reduced. And then I'm going to get rid of these, going straight into my discard pile. So, unlike the last time where I got some force bonuses and some force pumps, I've got some fancy spells or whatever, but these fancy spells, they don't give me any force. I only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 force. So... No, wait. Oh, you know what? I should have brought Isao Taco instead of How How. Because then I would have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then Dance of the Kami would have given me 1 force each, and that would have put me at 7, 8. which, as you know, is good enough to take 90% of provinces because they're both water. So I messed that up. In theory, I would be able to take a province, but because I messed up, I don't. But that's okay. You learn. You learn. So we'll restart it again. So again, I'm going first. The loss of the soul. So I'll grab a spell. I'm going to grab Bow of... let's see what's in my hand. Yeah. I'm going to grab the Bow of Water. And then shuffle my deck. Right. So once again, if it's your first turn, put one or more cards of your province at the bottom of your deck, refilling the provinces face up. I'm going to do this with all of these, including this face down one. Those are on the bottom of my deck, revealed face up. Much better. I'm going to bow this to get the Temple of Hotai, and then this to get the Silver Mine. I'm going to discard Ho-Ho. See if I can get something else. Somebody who's more water elemental. Alright, this is good. This is actually good. It gets me lots of temples, lots of gold, and a force bonus. And another force bonus. So during my dynasty phase, I'll pay 4 gold to get Agasha Ueda, pay 2 gold to get the barley farm, pay 3 gold to get another Agasha Ueda, and bat the Temple of Hotai to get the Temple of Hotai. You know, you might be thinking I've only got 4 force here. That's not quite the case. So what I'm going to do is unit the keywords on all your Shugenja. So I'll pay 3 to get the Bow of Water. Now remember, once per game, create a 2 force, 0 chi water weapon item with the ability target an enemy card without attachments, bow it. So I'm going to do that right now. And he'll give it to himself. And then I'll do the exact same thing with another Bow of Water. So now I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm ready to attack and take a province. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Again, I'm cavalry, so I can dance around my get rid of this one. I'm cavalry, so I can get rid of all my opponents. And that's 8 force, leaving with all this. Which is good. Four, 5, 6. Actually, you know what? Because I have an outer walls, settling the homeless, and an outer walls, I'm going to go ahead and leave myself a little bit more vulnerable. 1, 2, 3, 4. Reaction on a barley farm is 5. Buy how at reduced. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Buying Isawa Tanaka at reduced. I'm going to get rid of Kunji because he has no elemental keywords and I don't need him. Going into the next turn. Again, I have 1, 2, 3 presenceless defense cards. So there's a very good chance if my opponent attacks me, I can fend them off. No problem. All right. So after that, it's about almost been 2 hours. I think that's enough deck building and testing. I still might make some changes later, but overall, I'm kind of happy. I need more force in my Fate deck, and all those high force items did look tasty. I might grab those later, but for now, I'm just going to go ahead and call it a day. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Goodbye, everyone.